How's it going?
We're live. East of the Rockies, first time caller. Yeah.
No, it's working. It says it's recording.
That's awesome.
Interesting. I wonder how the quality is.
Probably shit.
Yeah, the quality is probably shit.
Not just joking.
No,
I just say that because we know we're being recorded now, so the cadence of our tone and our discussions might be different. But it's
already happening.
I know. I think the more time I spend like in such a situation, the more I would get used to it, and the more it would become natural. But I'm still in that stage. I'm still in that stage where if I know I'm being recorded, then I'm like, okay, so yeah, like it totally
double think things and
stumble and you change your because when you're being recorded, because then like you never know if something can be uploaded. So
well, this conversation right now could be uploaded.
It could,
or will it? So like, are you acting and talking differently because
definitely
it could potentially be uploaded now because it is recorded? It is being recorded right now?
Definitely. I'm definitely changed my everything.
Maybe I feel a little bit different because I started the recording because I could talk as if I wasn't being recorded, and it just wouldn't even matter because I wouldn't just upload it.
That's true. So you might not. Yeah, you're probably not even going to upload this, so it's all right.
But now that we're mentioning that, I'll definitely upload it.
It's psychological. All these deep psychological issues happening.
It's like a wormhole of phone connections.
It's this. It's like a mirror looking at itself. Well, it might be uploadable, it might not. Probably not. Well, now it will. Probably will be.
The cool part started making that like alien UFO noise. Like, you know, if you take two phones. No, it sounds it actually sounds like a spaceship. Like it sounds like when you put like two phones on speakerphone, you put them like right next to each other. You can hear like I don't know what it is. Like
it's some sort of it's distortion.
Yeah, it's a really interesting sound.
Mm-hmm. I just love, man. Like I just love all these social experiments. Like even right now, this experiment we're doing of whether we're changing the way we would normally talk, but we're not sure if it's going to go on YouTube. So we're not sure. Maybe it's not, but maybe it will. That's an experiment. That's an experiment in itself. Everything's an experiment. Everything's an experiment, man. And that's why I find everything's an experiment. Everything you do is an experiment. Like it's so fascinating. Like everything could be a YouTube video. Everything.
It just records your whole life. It's like the ultimate vlog life experience.
Well, that's probably going to be
it's like an 8-hour video of me sleeping. Tune in next week or tomorrow for 8 hours of the same thing again. Oh look, he shifted in his sleep.
He shits in his sleep?
Shifted.
Oh yeah.
It's like all busted. Good thing you recorded an 8-hour sleep videos. I was watching for 4 hours.
Oh yeah,
and right after 4 hours and 1 minute, I'm like, you shit your pants. Good thing I held in there. It paid off.
It's like someone from Japan was watching it. They're like, something happened. What happened? I mean, like, because they're watching for 5 hours and nothing had happened yet.
And he was like, "You're shitting Japan's."
Japan. Oh man.
He's shitting his Japan's, honey.
He's shitting Japan.
Call the doctor.
Because from Japan, because he's watching from Japan, so you're shitting Japan. Oh, that's just that was terrible.
It's like winning the lottery. It's like, how many times do you watch a sleep video where they don't shit their pants? It's gotta be like lottery odds. You know what I mean? Like,
it would be. It'd be similar to filming a video of like one of those little asteroids that they caught on film.
oh, like just by putting the camera in a random spot.
Those meteorites that they caught on those dash cams in Russia. Remember? Like 3 years ago, there was a meteorite that went through Russia, and a lot of people have dash cams in Russia because for insurance reasons. So they all have dash cams, and there was like a meteorite that went through, and it blasted all the windows out of some remote town in Russia, and they caught it all on film.
I didn't know it blasted all the windows out. I'm gonna check that out.
I'm exaggerating.
Okay, so the windows didn't get blasted out.
Luke is exaggerating. but I know it blasted out a number of windows. I don't know how many that would be, but it blasted out a number of windows, and I feel like the chances of seeing someone shit a bed would be very similar odds.
Hey man, if you have the camera on recording, you're gonna capture shit.
Exactly. Literally and figuratively.
There was what's his name? Sean Carroll, like a mathematician on Joe Rogan recently. He was the one guy, the math guest. I don't remember his name. I know Brian Cox. There's Lawrence Krauss, Neil deGrasse Tyson. I think it might be Steve Carroll. I gotta double check that, but they were talking. What's that?
Sounds a little familiar.
Yeah, well, they're talking about how if you, and it might not have actually been him, anyways, but they're talking about if you point your camera, your telescope, at a certain region in space, like, that little area that you're looking at actually covers so much, then you can point your telescope into that region, and you can expect to see 3 stars explode.
What?
Yeah, at any given time, because the universe is so big and the telescopes are powerful now, you can just literally point the telescope up at the sky, and based upon how big the universe is, how dense it is, how many stars there is, you're bound to look up and see 3 stars explode. So it actually might have been Tyson. It might have been Neil deGrasse Tyson, actually.
Oh, that's really neat. So if you take a portion of the sky, and like even a very small portion, and you point your camera up there, then there will be 3 supernovas, 3 explosions of stars. That actually,
yeah,
that's incredible. That's
I know.
That's incredible. But I heard a really crazy statistic when we were in Pensacola Beach. I remember I read this article. I was even telling Jess when we were walking on the beach there in Pensacola. I said, because I just read this article in a science site or whatever, and there are more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand on every beach on the planet, on every desert, every beach, every possible scenario of sand. There are more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand on the entire planet. And like the reason I said it is because we were on the beach. I was like, and she was really blown away. She was like, wow. She's like, really? And when she says that, she's actually really like, she's surprised about something. She's like, really?
Yeah, it's
like,
cool
wow.
to put things in perspective like that because, like, sometimes if you just like have something like that to like actually visualize and think about how small we actually are, it's like, really? There's like billions of galaxies and there's like billions of stars within each galaxy. It's crazy.
Oh, I just want to let you know that my battery is like really, really low. So will this still be recorded if it shuts off?
Yeah,
Okay.
actually, we better call it because it's getting late. But it was cool talking to you, man.
Well, I can keep talking if you want to, but if you want to get going, that's cool too. But I just want to let you know because it would be kind of a shame if the reason that the recording doesn't happen is because my phone shuts off.
No, it would just be like as if you hung up.
Oh, okay. Because my phone's really low. But yeah, that is that's really cool about the skies, the stars exploding. It's like there's just so much, and like, do you think that there's a limit to the power of telescopes? Do you think there's a limit, or do you think it's just going to keep improving?
There might actually be a mathematical law that can calculate the limit of something like that, but I've never heard of such a theory or a limitation to the power of telescopes. That'd be something cool to look into, but I can definitely tell you that the most powerful telescopes now will, in the future, will be like it's going to advance a lot. There'll be like the telescopes of the past. Like, what's a good way to like?
Well, I mean, and things seem to be happening at an exponential level these days too. Like instead of a linear instead of like a linear type of like line, it seems like advances and discoveries and all these innovations are happening at an exponential rate. So like you could go back to Copernicus or whatever that guy's name is, you know, that Italian astronomer, I believe, and you know,
I don't know,
had like some shitty telescope that was like real old, but like, and you could delineate it into the future on a linear curve, but things are happening at an exponential level. So
yeah, it's just like Moore's law. Like computer power, they say doubles every 18 months, and it's going to continue to do that. I think for about the next 8 years now, and it's going to get to the point where it won't be able to double because the microchips are going to become so small that the electron won't know where itself is. And
what?
Yeah, like that's why like Moore's law, it's like you said, it's not linear. It's happening exponentially for computer power, and then once it hits the point where it gets so small, the electron won't be able to like tell where its location is essentially. So then that's when you get more into like molecular and quantum computing, and
Holy fuck!
But yeah, it's gonna peak. But we're already working on new technology that'll advance it. But yeah, man, like the technology of the future is gonna be pretty mind blowing.
Well,
we're gonna get to see it, man.
I think so. And
look how much we've already seen.
Oh, I know. In our lifetimes, we went from no one having cell phones, like driving around with my dad as a kid with a car phone, to today. I mean, everybody having the most advanced computer in their hands, acting like it's nothing. Like you can only imagine what the future would be. And like I think computing is similar to like a petri dish of bacteria that have expanded exponentially to their limit of the petri dish, and then the petri dish has to turn quantum to continue exponentially growing. It's almost like
it turned quantum. Now it can grow. Can walk on land.
Yeah, it has a new base to go. It has a new base to go exponential again. It's like a new start. it's like, okay, now we can go quantum starting with the or exponential starting with the quantum now, and just expand now at an exponential rate with the quantum. It's just it's just gonna be mind blowing stuff.
Yeah, man. I always like to think of like when we were younger, we had like the NES and the Super Nintendo, and now it's like we have like these generation systems out that are like they have like first person shooter games, and it's such a huge like advancement from what we had, and that's just within our lifetime, man.
I know, and like it just like people act like it's normal, like, but it's actually quite amazing.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah,
we're gonna get to see a lot of cool stuff. I'm excited, man.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be quite the future, that's for sure.
Oh, I read today that where was it? Maryland approved for Elon Musk to build in a certain section. I think it's like a 10-mile section in Maryland.
That's East neighborhood.
Yeah, maybe it is.
So they approved what out there?
He wants to build the Hyperloop. So that he got like a permit to start building a section of it underground. It's gonna connect. Pardon?
Elon Musk?
Yeah.
What? That guy's crazy.
Yeah, man. He wants to build a Hyperloop that'll take you from New York to Washington D.C. in 29 minutes.
And then people will just get conditioned to it. They're like, oh, I have to wait 29 minutes to get to Washington.
I Googled it, and it takes about 4 hours to drive right now. So if you can do this, then he'll basically increase it by a factor of 8.
That's insane. And that's just going to increase the economy that much further. It's going to like boost the economy. The people can get, well, I mean, there's a lot of like, cyber meets and all the stuff like they have. Like, you don't have to be there in person, but having that kind of speed is going to do something to the economy. It's going to like boost it in some way.
Yeah, like, man, yeah, like because in that example, you'd have an extra 3.5 hours. Well, time is money. Well, what are you getting paid? Even $10 an hour? Well, you just made, what's that?
Yeah, but no, it's true. Time is money. Yeah, exactly. That's a good point.
Yeah, man. So,
but then they're going to be like, "What? You were 30 minutes? You're late. Like you're late for the meeting." He's like such a dick. Because like everything is like our technology was supposed to make life leisurely, but all it did was funnel wealth to the very top. And so like
everyone's complaining about how shitty the Hyperloop is.
Yeah, they're like, fuck, like, but it funnels wealth. Like all this all this technology was supposed to make everybody's life leisurely, but all it did was funnel all that wealth to the very top instead of spreading it out. So it's like, oh, Wilson, you're supposed to be here 29 minutes. Like it's 30 minutes now. Like where the hell were you? You feel all bad. Meanwhile, there's like the greatest advancement in. It's no, but it's gonna have some. If Elon Musk can get that done, that would be insane.
Yeah, he still has to get like approval to dig and build for
Magic. He has
a whole section. What's that?
Well, what if does he have to dig it himself?
No, he's.
Sorry, that's just retarded.
Well, his company is. He's not physically going to be digging it himself.
I know.
He might put a shovel in for like some press thing. I don't know.
I know. I just said that because I know we're being recorded, so I was being witty.
He has a company called like the something co. I don't know. Something. I don't know what it is. But
Oh man, it's almost midnight. I just noticed that too.
yeah, when you mentioned that your phone was gonna die, I was thinking, yeah, it's almost midnight. Maybe we can talk to midnight. But yeah, man, that was good. Good
Yeah, that was
combo.
a good conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's weird when it's weird being when I know I'm being recorded because it takes away a little bit of the naturalness. But that was pretty natural. That was pretty close to natural, I would say.
yeah, so we can upload that if you want.
Whatever you. Well, let me think about it. I don't know what I said. Like, I don't know if I said anything. Now I'm thinking back on it. Let's give me a call tomorrow and we should talk about it.
Right, how about I upload it, and then if you don't like it, then I'll just take it down.
Just give me a day before you upload it, though. Because I don't know what I said, man. It was a pretty cool conversation, but I don't know. Let's chat tomorrow, man. But that was a cool conversation, though.
All right, man. Cool.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know if it worked. I just downloaded it because we were talking about it before. It might not even have worked, but.
Well, that was good though. That was a good trial run, anyway.
It says it's recording, so.
Okay, cool.
I think it's uploaded. That's Luke's cat. All of a sudden, you just start going.